Scottish politicians passed a motion on Tuesday stating it does not consent to the UK government's EU withdrawal bill, which Brexit supporter Bernard Jenkins said revolved around a manufactured row. Speaking on Talk Radio, Mr. Jenkins said, "There's something of a manufactured row here that, of course, the powers that we are talking about were held by the European Union and were never held by the Scottish Parliament. The government has completely redrafted this bit of the withdrawal bill in order to accommodate the sensitivity that actually these powers will, in the end, come to the Scottish Parliament. But during the process of transition, while we are sorting out a UK fishing policy, and a UK agriculture policy, and a UK farmer policy, which is all policies run by the European Union so far." BBC, Channel 4 Brexit News, Bernard Jenkins said the SNP have manufactured the row over the Brexit bill. "There's something of a manufactured row here, Bernard Jenkins. Until we sort these things out, the sensible thing is for Westminster to hold these powers." Mr. Jenkins' comments infuriated SNP MSP Neil Findlay, who said they were the words of a man who hasn't a clue what he's talking about. Mr. Findlay said, "He has no understanding of Scotland or Scottish politics. That was the ramblings of someone who was just eating off some sheep given to him. It is utter nonsense." But the Tory Brexiteer hit back and said, "I have personally visited Holyrood 4 times and had lots and lots of dialogue with SNP, Labour, Liberal Democrats and academics about this problem. I think even some of the SNP, Mike Russell, the Constitution spokesman, I think he is disappointed. He has been unable to persuade Nicola Sturgeon to reach an agreement." MSPs voted against the legislation by 93 votes to 30, with the Scottish Nationalists backed by Liberal Democrats and Labour, while the Conservatives supported the bill. Although the Scottish Parliament has no veto over the bill, the refusal to give consent is likely to cause a constitutional clash between Westminster and Holyrood. Scottish Brexit Minister Mike Russell insisted it will not be the end of the process, as the two governments remain at loggerheads over the long-running dispute over where powers returning to the UK post-Brexit should be held. Scottish government ministers claim the EU withdrawal bill, as it currently stands, could see Holyrood's powers constrained for up to 7 years after the UK leaves the EU. In response to the defeat, Conservative MSP Adam Tompkins said, "It's profoundly regrettable that we don't have a deal in Scotland to allow us to move on. The blame for that lies entirely with the SNP. Nicola Sturgeon has refused to compromise. It's not in Scotland's interests that the SNP prefers picking fights to making a deal."